Roman Reigns' storyline got a small update this week, so we'll see what's new there. We'll also check out what's the latest with B-Fab, some big WWE returns, and much more. Starting things off with some big upcoming returns for WWE on both Raw and SmackDown brands. We previously talked about the growing WWE fan theory that Randy Orton could return in the War Games match at Survivor Series as part of Cody Rhodes' team. Well, according to Fightful, fans probably nailed that theory right there for Randy Orton's return, because they're reporting that Randy Orton will be a part of War Games match on Team Cody at Survivor Series. They're even reporting that WWE may announce Randy Orton's participation in the War Games match weeks in advance, just so that fans aren't getting their hopes up for a CM Punk return to take place in that final mystery spot. And that's kind of unfortunate and a bit deflating when they announce a return weeks in advance. Obviously, nothing beats the thrill of being right there, nothing being confirmed, and the music just hits. Nothing beats returns like that at all. So we'll see how they decide to handle it. Does Randy Orton make one of those unannounced returns during Raw in the coming weeks, and then they'll leave that first in-ring action for Survivor Series? Or will they announce him in advance and we still don't see him until Survivor Series? That appears to be the two potential routes for Randy Orton's return. Also in the news for an upcoming return is AJ Styles. AJ's been away from WWE since a few weeks before Fastlane with a storyline-related injury of being brutally attacked backstage by Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. So he's missed well over a month of action from that attack, and everyone expects AJ Styles to return and come right after the individuals that took him out in the first place, Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso. Now, originally, WWE was advertising AJ Styles for the November 10th edition of SmackDown. So that's what made rumors spread that AJ would be returning and appearing on that show, but that ended up not happening. So, due to how WWE is starting to advertise AJ Styles for all these shows, that has fans expecting to see AJ Styles' return take place in the very near future. The November 17th edition of SmackDown will feature a match between LA Knight and Jimmy Uso, with Solo Sikoa also expected to appear on the show. So if Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa decide to unleash another brutal attack on LA Knight, it could be AJ Styles who makes the save there. And the third upcoming return is from Sheamus. Sheamus has been quietly out of action since his match with Edge way back in August. After losing in that match to Edge, Sheamus was never seen again, not even once, on WWE television. But in the weeks after that match took place, Sheamus was reportedly spotted in a neck brace, a clear indication that he was battling a serious injury of some sort. The Brawling Brutes have been making some appearances every here and there on SmackDown without Sheamus, but obviously the group doesn't feel the shame without Sheamus being there to lead them. Similar to the AJ Styles situation, WWE has started to list Sheamus and advertise him for upcoming editions of SmackDown. Sheamus is now currently advertised for the November 24th, December 8th, and December 15th edition of SmackDown. As those dates get closer, we'll have to see if Sheamus will make an appearance of any kind on those shows. So be on the lookout for 3 major returns from those 3 former WWE champions that should be happening real soon in the near future. The mystery surrounding Roman Reigns' status continues to grow. Right before Crown Jewel took place, reports broke the news that Crown Jewel is not only going to be Roman's last title defense of the year, but it was going to be his final overall match of the year. And that was hard to believe, because that means the rest of November, December, and the most of January will be unfolding without Roman Reigns being in the mix. Some fans thought that maybe Roman would be on the November 10th edition of SmackDown to possibly show us a storyline-related reason for his rumored upcoming absence, but he was not on that show either. Roman's only appearance and presence on the show came via a phone call to Jimmy Uso, while Jimmy was talking about accepting the match with LA Knight. Jimmy said yeet, and Roman called only to tell Jimmy not to say that. So then Jimmy said no yeet right after that phone call from Roman. But outside of that, there wasn't much else going on with Roman Reigns. All signs do point towards AJ Styles being Roman's next feud and title defense. But with Survivor Series only being a few weeks away, it seems very unlikely that they'll make that match happen on such a short notice. So it does seem more likely that we'll see Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles possibly at Royal Rumble. So yes, that rumor of Roman not having another title defense until 2024 does look like it's a strong possibility of ending up true. Roman is currently not scheduled or advertised for any upcoming WWE shows or events at all. So we'll have to wait and see how they handle his next appearance and when it'll be teased and revealed. But with Roman being away, it looks like everything will revert back to Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa holding things down for the Bloodline. So we'll have to see what they get themselves into. But crossing paths with AJ Styles seems very likely for Jimmy and Solo. There were a couple advancements this week for the Street Profits story with B-Fab. B-Fab made waves a few weeks ago when she requested to privately speak with Bobby Lashley related to business. And during an interview later on that week, Bobby Lashley did say that he loved what B-Fab had to say, but he of course can't talk about it right now. Well, we got some more bits and pieces to what possibly could be going down there. While Bobby Lashley and the Profits were taking care of Carlito and the LWO, B-Fab was watching closely from the back. And while B-Fab was watching, Ashante the Adonis also came up from behind to talk to her. They briefly exchanged words about something real quick and then walked off together. So again, it wasn't anything crazy and new for the story, but it did answer a big question that everyone had. And that was a question on if B-Fab had left Ashante's side and was speaking to Bobby Lashley strictly about herself. But now that we've seen B-Fab and Ashante still together backstage, that most likely means that whatever B-Fab spoke with Bobby Lashley about included both B-Fab and Ashante the Adonis. So it's looking like after Hit Row's demise and Top Dolla's release from WWE, B-Fab is trying to get Ashante and herself back on the map in a big way. And what better way than joining Bobby Lashley in the Street Profits? So we'll see what B-Fab can do to continue to catch Bobby Lashley's attention and prove herself to him. But if it keeps going in this direction that they're teasing right now, Bobby Lashley's group could be extending with 2 more added members to the group. Now it'll be Bobby Lashley, Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, B-Fab, and Ashante the Adonis. And like we talked about last week, this is a major opportunity for B-Fab and Ashante because they were previously part of a group that was getting squashed and lost to just about everyone all the time. But now they'll be on the opposite side of that situation and will now be a part of a group that's dominating everyone else. So once the group is fully put together and reaches its final form, it'll be interesting to see what their ceiling could be together as a group. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below, don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.